Good morning, students, and welcome to our new chapter number 18, Body Fluids and Circulation. Okay, so in this chapter, we are going to learn about different types of fluid which is present in our body and also they mixed with our bloods. Okay, so let's talk about the different types of body fluids and their circulation. So, yes, as you all know that every organism require instant supply of food and oxygen to sustain its life. Yes, so to ensure constant supply of nutrients and oxygen in different cells and to remove the wastage. So a system that is called the circulatory or vascular system. So this has been devised by the organisms. Yes, now, what happen in this system? Extracellular fluid keeps circulating throughout the body in a regular manner and receiving and distributing materials from one part to the body to the other part. Okay, this is known as the circulation. Now, thus circulation system is also known as the transport system, which developed by the higher and the complex animals. In animal like protozoans, sponges, colintrates, yes, flatworm, etc., the exchange or and transport of the material is takes place by a simple process, and that is called diffusion. Okay, so means the lower class category that organisms, this process takes place by that is known as diffusion. Okay, but in the higher and complex organisms, the process of diffusion become ineffective, so and inadequate due to why, due to the increase of the body size, because they having a very large body size. Yes, so hence we can say the transport system is developed and it helps in the transport of various substances in the body, and the process of transport of the substances in the body that takes place through the two liquid mediums, that is blood and next we having is lymph. Okay, so we can say is that the transport or circulatory system may be divided into three types. Okay, so first we having is water circulatory system, next is blood circulatory system, and the last is lymph circulatory system, or we can say lymph. It is a system that moves body, blood in the body, yes, and a colorless. And what is lymph? It is a colorless fluid which contain WBCs, that, or we can say a pure water. Clear? Yes. Now let's see the functions of circulatory system. So different organisms having different type of circulatory system, but the functions of circulatory system in all the animal are basically the same, and these are the transport of the nutrients, the transport of waste product, the transport of respiratory gases. Yes, in this way we having many types of transport in our body. So let's start with the transport of nutrients. So how nutrients get transferred? So the digested food stuff are absorbed in the circulatory fluid, which the site which the sit of the absorption and transport to the different parts of the body, so where they make and they store or oxidize their produce energy. Clear? Now next we having is transport of waste product. So the waste material produces in different part of the body and transport by circulating fluid to the organs of excretion for the elimination from the body. Clear? Yes. Now transport of respiratory gases. So in our last chapter we have studied about, yes, respiration process. So in this way oxygen is carried, yes, from the organ and it circulates in our body. So means the blood circulatory fluid transport the respiratory gases, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide, and oxygen is carried from the respiratory system, that organs, to the tissue, and the carbon dioxide produces as a result of respiration it taken to the respiratory surface and it's removed. Okay, so in this way. Now next we having is transport of metabolic intermediates. Now the metabolic, this also, yes, transport from our body. Yes, so Yes. So in transport, the circulatory fluid that carries various metabolic intermediate products and from one tissues to another and from their further metabolism. For example, the lactic acid from the muscles is carried to the liver for oxidation. Clear? Now, next we having is transport of hormones. So hormones also transported. So how? The chemical messengers like hormones are transported by the circulation fluid and their site of the secretion of the largest organ. Clear? Now next we having is maintenance of pH. Our body also maintain the pH. Yes, pH. Yes. So that uniforms the distribution of chemical substances like water and H plus, that yes, ions, by the circulation fluid that maintain require pH and help in maintaining the homeostasis. Clear? Now it also help in the regulation of body temperature, protection from the disease, right, and turgidity, and also the maintenance of homeostasis. Okay, now let's see which types of circulation is found. So types of circulation, there are two types of circulation found in animals, that is intracellular and extracellular. If you have reminded that it is this we have already studied in our chapter number 16. Yes, it is given that what is intracellular and extracellular. Okay, so as you know, it is clear by the word that intracellular means inside the body, means the circulation takes place inside the cell, means the cytoplasm of all the living cells, and unicellular organism like amoeba, yes, paramecium. So in this way the circulation takes place inside the cell. Now extracellular means the outside of the cell, right? So it's occur outside the cell and in the presence in multicellular organisms. It is of two kind. Again it is divided into two kinds, that is organismal and we can say water circulation, or organismal, that is circulation. Okay, so in water circulation what happens in sponges, okay, and hydra, yes, internal circulatory fluids is absence and they use their external environment, that is known as water. Okay, but in intraorganal it is the process where body fluids are circulated, means whatever the fluids present in our body that circulates, and the body fluid transport and distributed various substances in various part of the body. Clear? Now again it is divided into this intra. Okay, it is divided into following types, that is parenchymal circulation. Okay, next we having is body cavity circulation, water vascular circulation or water vascular system, or blood vascular system, or lymphatic vascular system. Okay, so let's see what is this. Now let's start with the first, that is parenchymal circulation. In parenchymal circulation, it generally occurs in the, yes, plethysminothesis, means the liver fluke, all these types. Okay, means there is no body cavity in the flatworm. So in this types they perform parenchymal circulation. Okay, because their body is flat. Okay, the body, no body cavity is present inside it. Now when we will talk about body cavity circulation, that means the body cavity of round worm, means like scaris we having the example like. So in this type of body, means it depends on the shape and size of the body of the organism. Clear? Now let's have the water vascular system. So water vascular system means in such type of circulation the substance are conducted with the help of the water. Okay, now blood vascular system. So blood vascular system, as you know that arteries carry the blood away from the heart, and while veins carry the blood towards the heart. Okay, artery will yes take and veins will take it back. Okay, now so it is of two kind, that is open circulatory system and closed circulatory system. This we will read in detail. Okay, let's see the next, that is known as the lymphatic vascular system. So in lymphatic vascular system, the body of the higher vertebrate also contain lymph, right? So other than blood and circulatory fluid, it is found between the cells of the tissues. Clear? Now let's talk about the two types of circulatory system, that is open and closed circulatory system. So let's start with the first. So in open circulatory system, when the blood vessels do not divided into capillaries and open in wide spaces called the sinuses. Sinuses means a space is present, yeah, so in the body cavity, and the blood fills in the body cavity and bathes the organs, okay, and this type of circulatory system is called as the open circulatory system. It generally found in the higher vertebrates like arthropods, like cockroach, prawns, crabs, spiders. All these are the examples. Or and we will talk about the molluscus, so that pila, these examples we having, okay. Now just opposite we having the closed circulatory system. So in closed circulatory system, what happens when the blood flows in closed blood vessels and nerves comes in the direct contact with the tissues, okay, so it is called the closed circulatory system. Now I'll show you with the example. See, yes, this is the circulatory system. This is open and closed circulatory system. See, when it opens, so you can see the veins is opens inside the cavity within the body, and when you will see the close, so you can see all capillaries are closed, right? Yes. So this is. Now I want to tell you one more important thing, my dear students. Now the discovery and demonstrated of the first time is done by the William Harvey in the year 1878 to 1657. So it shows the heart pumps blood into arteries which divided rapidly from the arterioles and finally into arterial capillaries, okay, in the tissues, okay, and these capillaries continue to veins capillary, and from the venule, and finally from the vein. So I'll show you in easy way. See, here it is written. So see, in closed circulatory system, the blood flows through a definite closed route. See, first it will artery, then artery, from artery to arteriole, then arterial capillary, then venous capillary, then venule, and vein without any direct contact with body cavity or spaces. Clear? Yes. So in this way you can see it is clear by this structure also, open circulatory system and closed circulatory system. Now here is given difference between in that, right? Now let's see the circulatory system of the vertebrates. So in vertebrates, circulatory system is a complex system of circulation of the fluid. In these animal and internal circulatory fluid, that is known as the blood and lymph, okay. From the convenience we can study the circulatory system of vertebrate under the following heads. So that is blood vascular system and lymphatic system, okay. So what happens in blood vascular system? It consists of the pumping organ, means the organ which pumps inside our body. We all know that heart, right, and blood vessels and also the blood, okay. Now when we will talk about the lymphatic system, so it consists of lymph vessels and lymph nodes. Clear? Now, so yes, I hope you have understood till here. So just read it, understood it, because it is very important, and it shows the full how our blood circulate and different types of fluids, limbs, na, all whatever the substances present in our body, so how they get transport, right, and how they get circulate from one place to another and in our full body. So I hope you understood. So in our next class we will continue. Thank you.